Okay. As promised, we are back, and I cannot believe that I am saying this. We have a a fight. Hopefully, hopefully it is going to be a fight between none other than the man himself, Mike Tyson, versus Roy Jones Jr., the baddest man on the planet versus Superman. This is insane. Now, we do not, at this current moment in time, we don't know if this is going to be a tear up as it's been marketed to be. But with this fight, it has been there's been the rules have been set out. Basically, no knockouts, no knockdowns. At the moment that a fight is cut, then the fight apparently is instantly voided, and it, it all comes to a close basically. But can you tell a man like Mike Tyson that you know uh, that essentially he's in an exhibition bout? Here's the thing: I remember Mike Tyson doing an exhibition bout. Can't remember who the fighter he was fighting, but he knocked him out a couple of times through that, and I didn't see no referee get in or any officials try and stop that fight. So, you know, I think when it's Tyson, I think he's willing to push the envelope, and he's been saying in the multiple interviews that he really wants to push it. And he said in multiple interviews that the moment the bell goes ding, he's saying that he's going to be on top of Jones. So, you know, if it's a great fight, then so be it. If it's not, look, we got to see our legends to come out and fight once again, you know. And I don't think this will be the last time that this type of event happens, you know. And I'll say this as well, right? Tyson creating this legends only league is a blessing in disguise, and I'll tell you why. At this current moment within boxing, there is a lot of dirty politics and a lot of things that feel just greasy and just backhanded. You know, for example, the whole debacle on why have we not got Fury versus AJ? Why have the fans never been able to be given that fight? But in a sense, this platform that Tyson has created is going to give fighters the other option in line to say, you know what, I want to give the fans what they want. I want to go out and I want to perform, and I don't need to be sanctioned by WBC, by this promoter. And in a crude way of putting things, no offense to Mike Tyson. This is just my own analogy on my perspective on how I look at this platform. In a sense, it's essentially the OnlyFans of sport entertainment, meaning that these athletes are essentially free agents and they can get in touch with Tyson, get in touch with a corporation, and get something done. Right now, would I rather wait for a fight between Fury versus AJ in 10 years from now if these lot keep fucking about? Let's just put it like that, really. Or if I said strip the belts, get rid of the belts, fuck the belts, it don't mean anything, get rid of them completely. And you said Fury, AJ, no belts, you fight, yeah? Would you rather that or wait 15 years from now when they're not at their best and they're way past their sell by date and they're crap fighters, right? Essentially, by then they'd be just doing it for a big payday, essentially. Or would you just take option now, take the fucking shitty belts out of the equation and just have the fight happen now on this platform, which seems as if, it seems like as if this Legends Only League has got a relationship with BT Sport anyway. Why not? I think that this is brilliant. I really do think that this is, it really is a blessing in disguise. I think a lot of people are looking at this, this platform as a bit of a joke, but I don't. I think I see multiple opportunities within this platform. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. If you're here, let me know in the comment section who we've got. Have you got Jones? Have you got Mike? You know, um, it's kind of it's entertaining to say. I've got no. I'm practically watching this for my own entertainment, so to say. Yo, what's up, Max? And you know what? With the year of it being 2020, I honestly would not be surprised if Jake Paul goes out there now and gets folded like a fucking deck chair. I would not be surprised, to be honest with you, because I don't know what it is, right? Don't call me superstitious or maybe looking too much into things. I looked at what he had to say just after his weigh-in, when he weighed in on the scales and he had a little short interview. And then at the very end, he said, regarding towards Nate Robinson, look, Nate Robinson's kids, if I was you, don't watch this fight. I'm going to brutally beat your father. And I was thinking, you know what? I'm just thinking to myself, if it's anything that's going to turn the tide and put that fire underneath Nate Robinson's fucking ass, is that is probably what he needed for him to switch into the mentality of, oh, I'm in a fight, into this is life or death now. You've made this personal. And I've seen it time and time again. Once one of the opposition says, fuck you, or say some dumb shit about another person's family, 9 times out of 10, that person fucking loses. Because they could never understand the fucking, I don't know, the unconditional love, the eternal love that a man or a woman could have towards their children. Once you say that, it's fucking game on. Remember what I said. I think that this has got all of the callings for a banana skin on it, in my opinion. It's got all of the right nutrients. Do you know what? Looking at the build-up between Jake and Gib, right? Gib, he mentally out-tired himself. I mean, the guy was going to every press conference screaming his head off. By the time he literally got to fight night, I think he was just mentally drained. He spent all this mental energy into hyping the fight up. I don't think his brain was not in that fight whatsoever, in my opinion. Right? I'm not saying that this guy's he's not a fucking Joe Joyce or a fucking. Do you know what I mean? He's still an amateur, really, isn't he? Right? I'm talking about as an amateur, the very beginning of an amateur when I say that. And he just overspent himself, in my opinion. And with the build up to this Jake Paul Robinson fight, right? Nate's been very sentimental. He's been very low key. He's been holding that energy within him, right? And then once the nerves hit him on the night, it will be almost a thing for him where he can thrive off the energy, because now it's gonna come out, right? And now I'm seeing this shift with Jake. Jake's doing what Gib was doing in the build to fight, like overselling it, chatting shit, doing these fucking stupid I don't know, he's doing these music videos. I mean, the guy was holding parties at the peak of COVID, and and the man was looting shit. I mean, mentally, that doesn't look like a guy to me that's really invested in his boxing, in my opinion. Look, if he wins, he wins. But all that I do know, all that I do know is that Nate will not be a, a pushover. Not he's not going to be at the degree of what Gibb provided in his fight with Jake Paul, in my opinion. And looking at the build up, looking at a couple of clips of him training, I'll say this: Nate Robinson on the pads, he wasn't that bad in the beginning. He didn't look like the worst thing ever. Like when he got on the pads with no ability, it looked like he knew how to throw a punch. I'm not saying he's going to go out there now and just completely blitz over. You know, Terry Penn. I don't know what Terry Penn. I haven't heard of that one, man. You've blindsided me with that one, man. What weight class is he? So look, I look at the mental, aspect of it. So I don't know, man. Someone chatting shit like that, and then you're gonna go out and then you're gonna perform. But no, man. I feel it. I feel the banana skin. I feel the big banana skin coming, boy. Look, I'll say this. If Jake wins, he wins, right? We know that he's overall had more experience, right? But if he's gonna lose, it would have to be now. I mean, look, I'll say this: if he loses, the sidemen are going to have an absolute fucking field day. I mean, they're not going to stop banging on about it for. They're not going to stop banging on about it for like weeks. Oh man! Oh look, we got Snoop up here. Give me a little jig, give me a little shimmy. Uh, all Nate's got to do is just last longer than. This is interesting to me. Jake is naturally the bigger fighter, but it's about the heart, man. Let's see. This is like I just see it as like an amateur bout, really. People just throwing punches. You might see some skill, you might not. If Nate pulls it off, he will be immortalized as a legend forever for one fight. Can you imagine, man? This will be like memed forever. Just oh man, it will be mind blowing if he does it, man. Oh no. Go on, Nate. Go on. Do a job in there. Come on. Jake, the problem child, you know. All right, let's see what happens. This is so entertaining. Let's have a look. Not entertaining in the sense if they're gonna have the ability, but I'm just saying, you know. Let's see what Nate can do. I just want to see what he can do. If he can even, if he can, he just even land a jab. Oh, see. All right. That's it, bruv. I told you. Bruv. I've told you. Look. All right. This. Jake knows this is the fight. He's just bum rushing him. Come on, Nate. Come on, son. See, that's what happens when you start chatting shit about someone's family, bro. That's what happens. That was a big right hand from Jake. All right, Nate ate it. All right, all right. We've learned some things about Nate. He's got a bit of a chin. He needs. Okay, we need to see. All right, what are you doing with that jab exactly? You can't exactly just bum rush your opponent with a jab. All right, he's making it awkward. This is gonna frustrate Jake. He's jabbing him and then clinching him straight after, Nate. I'm very, you know. Nate's winning the round. He's winning the round. Max, are you watching this? Oh, oh shit. Well, oh, bro, get up, man. Get up, man. Oh, it's over. Come on, no, it's over. Put your hands, man. Your hands. Put your hands out. Oh my god. Come on, get up, man. Bro, it's deep waters, man. Get up. Get up. His head's gone, man. Oh, come on. Yo, his corner need to talk to him, man. Yo, what we doing with this jab? What comes behind the jab? Are we gonna be what we doing? Are we gonna be conventional? Or are we gonna be unconventional? Are we gonna be throwing jabs and then you know one down the middle? Needs to work to the body. I think the game plan to beating Jake is smashing his body. Because if you get in a stand-up fight, counter. Yeah. Yeah, it was back of the head. Our punch was back of the head, you know. You know what, mate? The punch happened so quick. All right. Do you know what? Had Nate not gone down, he would have won that round. if Jake's finding it hard that he's getting bum rushed like this by Nate, imagine what KSI can do to him. And KSI is the same weight as Jake and hits harder. Ah, good, good, good. The problem is there isn't exactly a game plan. It's just kind of running in. Oh, just Nate, man, get up, man, get up, get up, get up, get up, man, get up. Put your hands, man. Get up. Come on, man. Well, bro, you're still in the fight. I don't get these people that get knocked down and they're completely fine. And they're like, oh, I don't know if what. Oh, he's got knocked out. It's over. Yeah, Nate's done. He lasted longer than, oh, fuck's sake, man. Man. Unbelievable. Jake just, oh, it's a bad. Oh, man. I wasn't, listen, I didn't say, I didn't say Nate was going to win, but if you're going to expect a banana skin, it could have been this fight, but obviously it wasn't. Oh, man. Well, at least it's the first legit knockout of the night. Yeah. Oh, man. Max, what did you think of that, mate? He went to sleep straight away as the punch landed. Oh, man. Oh, this is the thing now. This whole YouTube boxing thing, man. It's all right. As much as it's going to get people invested in watching, man. I don't know, man. It's a bad outlook on the sport. He's been hit, right, and he's not recovering. What? Where did this hit get him? Was it a back of the head again? Oh, top of the head, man. Oh, man. Oh, his whole balance has gone. Them shots when they're top of their head. Oh, oh, man. Well, at least the coffee's good. Yo, he lasted longer than this guy, man. At this point, I do want to see. I want to see Dylan Dennis versus Jake Paul. I want to see that one as well. Oh dear, man. This is a madness. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that was a bad knockout, man. He got knocked out and then he fell head first onto the canvas. That's like that's like
Cheers on the dip for getting the job done there in the second round against Nick.
oh,
I feel the fact that if you're watching this at home, I feel that the system of the referee in that fight. I don't know about you. I don't know what you thought. I mean, you should be in that environment, but that was bad refereeing. It was. He got knocked out in the first round. Really hit him with a shot, ran the back of the bracket with a clean punch, and he was on the floor for more than 10 seconds. The referee didn't even count it. He was obviously on shaky legs after that, and in the second he got through the round. In the second round, he put him down with another shot, and the referee should have counted it off. It was the shots were plenty clean, and this is the second round. So he got knocked down in the first round. So by rights, when you're not a professional, when you're a basketball player taking a shot like that, most professional fights, when you go face first, the referee gave him. It was just so unnecessary to find him do like that. That was unnecessary. Yeah, although it's great for Jake Paul's highlight reel, it's the late 10. Yeah, the referee's had a stink. The one before that, he should have counted him out. Left him out at 9, and then said, "Are you okay?" And then literally,
bro, it's a madness. Oh man, it's a madness.
I think it's very, very poor referee. You can't play at boxing at the end of the day. There was a big shot, and I thought the referee had a stinker play. Yeah, no, I mean that's the sort of thing where somebody gets hurt because of.
KSI will get him. KSI will get his candy off. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, please leave a like on the stream. Helps the channel out. I've got indigestion.
So and then he gives them all the next time he gives them all the chance in the world. He gives them as long as he can let them go on and he gets knocked out really badly.
Oh man.
Because that shouldn't have to take that. No, you have to take that. Listen, it's a fantastic sport, and we want to encourage.
Look, man, there'll be. It's funny though because KSI himself has got more experience in the ring. He's got more. KSI's got more knowledge underneath his belt.
Joe gets back in there. What do you think, Joe? After that, if you get Jake, we'll see. I mean, I've stopped him before. Didn't go too well. Is he heavy-handed? Is he heavy-handed? Well, yeah. I mean, he got me in a body shot and put me down. And the way he was calculated. I mean, there, mate, you see he was kind of clustering, he was jumping, but Jake staying composed and doing what he can do. The question is now, what is the next step for him? Because I don't think going against basketball players, footballers, anything like that. He needs to go against boxers, professional boxers, or like the KSI fight is the one I want to see. But when he's starting to get results like that, he's going to want to try to now take it into the professional ring and get in with a fighter. That's his next step. It's correct. I think he demonstrated that he's capable. Obviously, first round knockout in his last fight, second round here, devastating fashion, knockout. I think, look, we want to see it. He can show that he can box. He can finish guys. He's entertaining, verbally and physically. Nate Robinson slam dunk. Yeah. Look at him. He's right indeed. That's outstanding. That was the chief support to the main event. You know what the main event's all about. Mike Tyson.
Look, man, KSI is gonna whoop him. Don't worry.
One man that's been spending a lot of time with Roy Jones recently is Chrissy Mikey, who was in instead. And our very own Caroline Pierce, Paul took with him yesterday.
So thank you so much for talking to us here at BT Sport in person.
Eubank.
I'm doing great. It's been a very fun and eye-opening experience. These last few months being in the world, getting to this stage, I can't wait to see what we've been working on. I can't wait to see that.
What the spirit is going on?
Surprisingly relaxed. I thought we'd be a lot more, uptight and anxious and ratty, as far as the week before. Emotions can run high. Everybody deals with it in different ways. Maybe it's because he hasn't had to cut weight. I've been with him since February, and I would say
Roy Jones Jr. I mean, Roy Jones Jr. just got that style. I mean, when you watch him fight, he's so unconventional. That guy, he just blows my mind. Like he'll just do things where, like, like some boxers, they got to build themselves up to throw a significant power shot. Like they got to throw a jab, throw a straight, and then they'll mix up with it with some hooks and then some uppercuts. You never see fighters naturally throw a big shot straight away, whereas Roy Jones Jr. is that fighter. He can, at one moment, he's looking at you, you're looking at him, and before you know it, with a couple of shimmies, with a couple of feints, he'll get the register where your head's at, and he'll just throw a left hook or a right uppercut from nowhere, just any significant heavy punch, and then you're just knocked out on the floor. He's a freak of nature, Roy Jones, especially when he was in his prime as well. Just that style is just it's it really is Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Ali is, you know. Whereas now Mike Tyson style is seek and destroy, get inside the pocket, slip the jab, slip the right hand, and just unleash hell upon his opponent. Just you know, double left hooks to the body and then to the head, double up on his punching, on his combinations. Just a nightmare, man. I remember the infamous story when Mike Tyson was a kid and he was watching Larry Holmes versus Muhammad Ali, and Larry Holmes beat Muhammad Ali. Then Mike Tyson in the interview said that it broke his heart. And then the universe has a special way of tying all things together. Then Mike Tyson had his opportunity to fight Larry Holmes, and then below and behold, Muhammad Ali walked into the backstage dressing room, saw Tyson, and said, get him for me. And then he went out there and knocked him out. So. But what I find so great about Mike Tyson and especially Roy Jones Jr., both their idols are Muhammad Ali, both of them, and the fact that they're fighting now against each other, it feels like poetic justice.
And the rule set that has been implemented up to 12 hours ago. What do you make of 2-minute rounds rather than the standard 3? I think it's sensible. I think it's certainly favours Mike Tyson.
Mama said, not QL.
Tyson will probably wear out quicker than Roy Jones. 2-minute rounds, I think 3-minute rounds will be too long for Tyson. And, we've seen a situation with Joe Johnson and Daniel Dubois where many people thought that Daniel was going to do it. Win the fight early, after 4, 5, 6 rounds, and it was turn for Joe Jones. This is a similar situation. I think Mike Tyson is going to be very, very dangerous for 2 or 3 rounds. If it's 2 or 3 rounds,
that's how a lot of people are calling it. People are saying that Tyson will come out the first half of the fight very strong, but then they reckon that he'll tire out going into the latter stages of the fight. And I do think it is a case of that. I don't think there are many fighters on the planet, possibly even at the age of 54, that Mike Tyson's ages can possess that type of power. BT, man, you got one swanky studio, I'll tell you that. In the comment section, let me know who are your favorite heavyweights to the 2 people that are here. Let me know who are your favorite heavyweights in the comment section. And if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed, turn your bell notifications. And the next live stream is going to be a UFC event, a UFC Fight Night event, actually. 12th of December. We got, man, there are some absolute crazy fights happening on that card. You got Hazmat Chimaev versus Leon Edwards. You got, I think, Wonder Boy is fighting Woodley. Is fight. No. I forgot his name. Shit. No, Wonder Boy. Just calling out. You know who Wonder Boy is. Wonder Boy's fighting. Hazmat's fighting. Aldo's fighting as well. It's a crazy card. Absolute crazy, batshit crazy card. I mean, Dana White certainly doesn't pull any punches, and he pushes the envelope whenever he gets a chance when he makes his cards. You know,
Danny Williams before that. I said his country's gone. 15 years later, he may have found it somewhere. I don't know where he would have found it from, but he's going to need it tonight. He's really going to need it tonight to get rid of all that. Absolutely so. Obviously, Roy Jones Jr., his speed, his timing were what obviously were his strengths in his prime. Will they decide far more than 2 years? He boxed 2 years ago compared to 2 years ago. He's had 4 fights and won his last 4 fights. So he's been competitive. He's been through training camp. We've heard Chris Eubank Jr. just then saying he's been sparring with him. He's been busy. Whilst Mike Tyson has blown up in weight and had his drug issues, alcohol issues, Roy Jones has been training.
But this is interesting because a lot of people are making the point that Roy Jones just recently retired and now he's come back and he was at the optimum weight that he needed to be, and he's been sparring, you know, saunas, you know. But with Mike Tyson, it's taken him 15 years to get to the point of then being in shape and then, you know, sparring. Which I think is a valid point, but at the same time, look at what Tyson Fury had to go through: mental problems, drinking addiction, all types of things that were just going wrong in his life. And he came back, took Deontay Wilder, who was regarded the hardest puncher on the planet, and arguably won that first fight. He then had more time to train, and then in the rematch, the second fight, he won. Tyson Fury won. He had the technical ability, and Deontay Wilder didn't have the ability that fight. You know, so this whole thing about being unhealthy and then, you know, going through this paradigm shift of from boxing to drugs to so on and forth, and then, you know, I don't think that's a major point really. If you're fit in the moment now, then you're fit. That's the way I look at it.
So you were afraid of this? Absolutely. Why would I want to do this after 15 years? You know, and I'm just comfortable being uncomfortable. And you can't play boxing. I mean, they can say all
He tweeted his thoughts.
but in a few minutes, what really happens? I mean,
Like, for example, right, it's just the simple things that Kes understands. Like, you know, it's just the experience. And look, listen, anyone that's listening, I'm just not fucking armchair warrior, you know. I'm a keyboard warrior. These are just opinions that just come from me. But for example, it's just the small things. It's like when you take a punch, your first initial reaction shouldn't be this. If you replay that fight, every time Nate got hit, his reaction was this. Just exposing all of his chin so that Jake can just hit him. You know, it's just the small things. Like if KSI knows he's being hit, he's not going to go like that. He's going to actually cover, you know, use the elbows to protect his rib cage. Every time he throws a punch, he'll bring it back to his face. It's just small basic things, but they go a really long distance. You know, once you get the basics correct, everything else just falls into place, you know. And KSI ain't that dumb. Not that he's not that dumb. I'm not throwing Nate underneath the bus. I'm just saying he just never had that. He doesn't have the experience that KSI has. He just doesn't, you know. And what I think is going to ultimately work within KSI's favor when they do get round to fighting is that, you know, he's been in situations where he's had to fight the smaller man, who was Joe Willer in the beginning, and that was an amateur bout, but still it still grants his experience. Then we had the two fights with Logan Paul. You know, he took his lumps in the first couple of rounds and then came strong near the end. And I definitely think that fight was a draw. And he's had to fight the bigger man twice. And he's also had the experience of fighting a fighter that is, you know, same height but just kind of shorter, really. You know. And I think when he gets in there with Jake, I feel like he would have had so many more rounds of sparring, feeling shots on his body, that he will be able to outmaneuver Jake. I do think the one thing that Jake has got, he has got speed. I think he is fast. I do think Jake's fast. I do think he has got significant hand speed, right? But if you're talking about someone who's gritty and will walk you down with some proper grit and some determination, is is definitely KSI. You know, and I think a part of that, the game plan for KSI when he gets around to find Jake, KSI is going to be jabbing the fucking shit out of his body, making him tired. It's the same. It's almost like as if it's the same blueprint for Logan, right? And then I don't think this guy. I don't think Jake Paul's been hit. I don't think he's been hit by a guy that can throw a punch properly. In my opinion, I just don't think he has been. You know. So that's what I think. But hey, look, we've got the legends coming up real soon. Make sure to leave a like on the stream, helps the channel out. We are edging closer and closer to the return of Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, to see somewhat of a dream fight between the both of them. I've got no clue how this is going to turn out, really. Not in regards of this. This is kind of the one of these events I'm just kind of enjoying, really. But in terms of the rule sets, I mean, if one of these fighters get cut, are they just gonna are they gonna just lock off the whole thing and end the fight? I mean, that'd be kind of shit, you know. Look, we're already at the point where in this fight, it's 2 minutes for 8 rounds. It's like, you know. What I don't understand is, why would you want to put two legends that are renowned as the greats of what they do, right? And then you're gonna say that there's no you're gonna put two greats in there, 2 minute for 8 rounds essentially, no head guards, but there's no knockdowns and no cuts and no judges, and it just makes me think, what are the? It's like playing football and then not being able to score. What's the point of it? Do you know what I mean? And listen, disdain and maybe warped as it is, it's for them. For them, they're professionals, right? It's like it's almost like a code. It's like a badge of honor if one of them get knocked out, or if they give their best and someone gets knocked out. It's like at least they can sit there and say, what I mean, I fought Mike Tyson, I fought Roy Jones Jr. I got knocked out. I tried, but I just wanted to give the fans what they wanted to see. Isn't that the whole point? Is that the whole point? We haven't come to watch this for a hard sparring session. Essentially, we've come to see entertainment. You know, and do you know what? Right? Do you know what fucking sucks? Yeah, it's like it, I really do hope that this next fight is going to be entertaining because I don't want Jake Paul to be this fucking guy on his fucking high horse on social media saying, "Well, look, I was on the Mike Tyson card and I was the only one that got a knockout." Man, like, come on, man. But the casuals will buy into that and they'll be like, you know what? He's got a point. He did have the only knockout. He did. He was the only one that ended his fight in emphatic style. You know, and you know what? In a fight, it just well, it boosts Jake Paul's mentality. You know, well, not his mentality, but his ego, which is never good for anyone. Um, so I'm just hoping Tyson and Jones just get if anything, just give a good account of themselves. Don't worry, it's not COVID. Man, that's Snoop Dogg. Sipping on gin and juice. My money and my money on my mind. The street. Sipping on gin and juice. And my money and my mind. Make sure you leave a like on this video if you haven't already. Helps the channel out. Yay! Make some motherfucker. Baby. Hold up, guys. I got to make a phone call for. I got to make a phone call. The fuck? Yeah, Snoop Dogg is rapping. They're gonna walk out. All right, cool. I look. I had to inform the North London Marciano to come down because he's missing the rapping. He's missing the bars. Yeah, that's it. That's it, man. Only Snoop Dogg could have a joint and be rapping. Hey, what up? The cribs, ma, drop it like it's hard, 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 like it's hard, pop it like it's hard, pop it like it's hard. That is one pimped out. That is one pimped out jacket he's got there, man. I want that jacket. See what happens, when you just wear that jacket that Snoop Dogg's wearing, just automatically people will respect you. Hey, look, anyone that's watching this, yeah, get me that jacket for Christmas. I'm joking. I look, listen. Instead of a pair of socks and an Adidas shower gel gift set, give me the jacket, bro. I don't want no socks or some or yeah, gift box with gel in it, bro. I don't want that, bro. I'll listen. I'm happy for everything. I'm not stubborn. What is on that jacket? What is it? Man, there's gonna be some. This is man. They say holding back, man. The snowflakes and the shills are not gonna like this with him swearing, with using the N word and telling people to f off, and Twitter's gonna have a meltdown over this, man. He just came out and sang like 5 different songs today. No, look at David A. He's loving it.
That's him. It's fault. It's on his playlist. First of all, I
Yeah.
don't know the radio edits that Snoop Dogg were going through there, was it? And something tells me that wasn't a regular cigarette there, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg doing his thing. One thing that he did do, though, he dropped banger after banger after banger, didn't he? If you're offended by that, we do.
Oh, bruv, piss off, bruv. Who's gonna beep into you? Do you know what I mean, bruv? have we gotten to this have we gotten to this place in society where we just don't have this level of levity? I find funny, right? You can go to a comedy set, right, and every single race can get cussed off, and everybody will be laughing. Yeah, it's what 4 o'clock. Who? Honestly, man, people need to relax, man. Like, but you know, there's gonna be that one person like, I didn't like that.
It's not really a genuine difference. I want to see old school man. I want to see more music. I want to see towel, just a whole cut out of the towel.
Look at Adam Carroll. He fucking loved that, man.
Yeah.
He said he was dropping banger after banger. I didn't say that he did.
Good old days. Used to come in no fanfare, no glitter, no tassels, no bells and whistles.
I loved how David Hay was saying, like, yeah, no, this is what you call entertainment.
It was the best ring entrance ever. You know, when he came out with Tyrrell Biggs, I was Team Tyson, and he came out, his towel around. And honestly, the atmosphere.
Apparently, there was an entrance that Tyson came out, and do you know what the soundtrack was? The soundtrack was changed, swinging, like it was like someone in prison. And he just came out with his fucking towel, right? And his black shorts, and he just came out with the sound of change just rocking. He's coming to perform a homicide, mate.
That would be the best. But yeah, we'll see.
They don't make fights like that anymore, man.
You know what? For me, I wasn't even bother what they play. I used to say, just play something quick.
I wasn't even bothered what they play.
I always remember Amanda Holyfield moving to the ring. He'd actually start singing. Yeah, kind of the way he was, you know, and say how you handle nerves and this, that, and the other. But that's what he used to do with Amanda Holyfield. And every boxer handles it a little bit different. But yeah, I mean, if that's what you do, that's what you do.
It is what it is. By the way, the internet guy knocked out the other internet guy in 2 rounds, and he knocked him out. He punched him, right? He knocked him out. Jake Paul beat up Nate Robinson, right? He punched him, he knocked him out, and as he's falling, his head bounced off the canvas like that. It is what it is.
His earphones on, took it all away from him. Yeah. And it was, he just took the whole
it is what it is.
He nullified what he was trying to do. I know that we're making a big deal about the
actually started then. I could have been sleeping.
Listen, when that music used to drop, we knew that the hair maker was on there every week. And it is.
I know, because he was the last co-main event, so I thought they're going to just bring in. I didn't know they're going to do like these.
Every time I heard it, my heart starts pumping. It feels like I'm and it became my song. I get messages from people that hear "Ain't No Stopping Us" down the radio, and they film it and send it to me on Instagram and go, "Your song's on." Yeah, the first person I heard.
Ain't no stopping us now.
That was the first time I heard that.
We're on the move.
Now, and I did it for my first fight in Paris with John Martin, my first world title fight. And ever since then, I've played that same song. So, simply the best, Chris Eubanks, always stuck in my mind. Anytime I hear that song, I think of Eubanks.
1, 2, 3, and to the 4. You see what Instagram's saying?
Big Pink Floyd fan, so I don't think another brick in the wall would have scared many people. To be quite honest, but ring walks again. David knows that about Vladimir Klitschko. He always had "Can't Stop" by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He always had that song. Great song. It really got his red book. I came in to simply irresistible. Robert Palmer. When you did your fight, what did you think of Insomnia? Nice.
I listened to it loads whilst training, whilst running. It just like every time, like you say, part of me was going like I was there, and it didn't really work on a fight like. But like, yeah, it was. I love the song. It's always what we done.
Right, boys, come on. Let's have actually talk about this contest tonight. How do you think this is going? Tyson, I think he's going to find a big punch early on. If he goes over 3 rounds, I think I'd go for Jones. But I'm going to go for Tyson early. I think the ring suits him. 2-minute rounds suits him, and I think he'll be intimidating enough and aggressive enough to get to Roy Jones. I think Roy Jones will struggle to keep him at bay in such a small space. So I'll go for Tyson. I'll go for Tyson within 3 rounds.
Hart, we're going with Tyson
Roy
then.
Jones has even said himself, David, that the knees aren't what they used to be. Is he agile enough to get the job done tonight, I think?
The ring's very small.
Yeah.
If it was in a regular size ring, I think you'd have a lot better chance. I think the smaller the ring, the more chance Tyson has of victory. I've only now realised that in a joke ring.
1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. 1 second.
Ring that's designed for Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's telling the right, right, you're old, let's just bring it in now so Roy Jones can't go anywhere. And I just can't see Roy Jones losing to a 54-year-old Mike Tyson who's had 8 fights in the last 20 years and only won 3 of those. I can't see that guy beating the guy who lost to Kevin McBride and Danny Williams 15 years ago. I can't see him somehow in one training camp changing his body and mindset to be able to beat someone like Roy Jones, who's been consistently training, consistently boxing. He may not have won all the big fights in the last 5 or 6 years, but they were against very good opposition.
Would that Mike Tyson have beaten? Would that Mike Tyson 15 years ago? Would that Tyson have beaten Roy Jones?
You know, it's not about Tyson 15.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to say,
I think about 30 years ago.
No.
30 years ago.
Look, Glenn, Danny Williams to any type of Mike Tyson of 15 years ago.
Danny Williams took a lot of punishment from Mike Tyson those first few rounds. I'm not sure Roy Jones could have taken that punishment, only because Danny Williams was so tough and durable, was able to soak it up and come back. Anyone who can take Mike Tyson's early onslaught and put it back on him beats him. You know, the one thing, he's not as good as he once was, but he can be once as good as he ever was. And I think for 2 minutes, Tyson can beat Roy.
Where are you coming up with these catchphrases?
I like that. I'm gonna nick that one off there.
You give us the
I'm giving you pearls. Yeah, give you pearls stuff.
Listen, Glenn, on a serious note, I know that it's classed as an exhibition, this, but it is an age-old saying, you don't play boxing, do you? These guys don't come out and play.
No, one thing we know about Tyson, sparring, if you climb in that ring with him, he wants to take your head off. It doesn't matter how much he's mellowed or whatever. He knows, he's going in the ring in front of millions of people or hundreds, however many people. He's got to be there. And his history and his legacy is at stake. All 15 years later, but forget that 15 years. This is about now. And today, Tyson will not want to lose. And Tyson will be trying to do everything he can to beat Roy Jones.
Come on, Jeff. We've heard from the experts, we've heard from the boys that have done it on the very, very highest level. What's your take on it, man?
Well, I think like the guy said about, the power being the last thing that goes. Obviously, Tyson, we know he's still going to have that. And obviously seeing how Roy Jones Jr., into the latter end of his career, his chin didn't seem to be that great. I think if Mike Tyson does connect even 60% power, I think it's going to do some serious damage. And also the fact that Roy Jones Jr., his speed, timing, that was really a big thing for him. And if that slowed down, getting away in his small ring.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
It's going to be difficult. So I think, Tyson's going to win by knockout.
It is. Y'all must have forgot. There's a little bit of live action as we're talking.
After this.
Roy
Roy Jones walking up, there he is.
Roy Jones Jr. making his way to this exhibition, but as we've been saying throughout the whole course of the night, you don't play boxing, there is no exhibition when you're elite level like these guys once were. And I think we're all on the same page here, Richie, aren't we? That we just want them to give a good account of themselves. We don't want to walk away from this thinking, I wish that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it's important, I think, for both boxers to give a good account of themselves. Yes, that's what we all hope for. We just don't want them to be embarrassed too at the end of the day. They are legends, and we don't
What?
think any less of them.
This is not. I'm not. I'm not putting any.
At the end of the day.
I'm not putting any bad press with anyone or.
Because,
But,
they've got back to
I hear Mike Tyson say this is for charity, but then at the same time, it's like he's never said what charities it's going towards. So for all I know, this could just be a pay-per-view event where these guys are just getting paid in abundance of money. You know, if somebody could tell me what are these charities that supposedly the fees of the pay-per-view, where is it going towards? That'd be quite refreshing, because I ain't heard. I haven't heard anything from Roy Jones Jr. I haven't heard anything from Tyson. For all I know, they could just be pocketing that and saying, "Cheers, son." I don't know.
Only fight that was the first fight his first loss. He got disqualified for hitting Montel Griffin after he was on one knee. And he turned up, he said, his name's RJ, he turned up and just left uppercut go. He was up the job. Here we go, you can hear the voice of boxing starting to introduce the fighters. Let's get over to America now. For this big fight, here's Michael Hart.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, look, there he's walking out. Look.
Revolutionizing the ring war to that hip hop icon, Method Man and Redman accompanying him through the boxing ring. I was ringside at the Rose Garden in Portland, Oregon when he rapped his way to the ring, wearing a headset like Madonna, accompanied by a dance crew, and singing his own track, Mr. Unstoppable, ahead of his bout with Clayton Woods. Here he is now, the former heavyweight world champion, when he retired from professional boxing in 2018. Up the steps through the ropes, taking up residence in the corner ahead of this special heavyweight attraction. An exhibition bout scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds.
And now making the ring, the former two-time heavyweight world champion, Iron Mike Tyson.
All right, here we go. Yeah. No, he's coming for the demolition job, look. He didn't do a latte, did he? It took him 5 minutes to get in the ring. Him just dancing for 5 minutes to get in the ring. I think he got knocked out quicker than his ring entrance in walking in. Unreal.
I'm Mike Tyson. Said he wanted to match the hip hop track that Roy will invariably drop. So not as sparse, as scarce as some of his ring.
All right, here we go.
The Grammy Award-winning international recording superstar, singer, actor, producer, Neo.
Huh?
Neo from the team.
Neo?
Neo, man, Neo.
Can you see?
Oh, my ears. Wait. Oh, Neo. Fuck. Oh, my God. How many years has it been since he's been around?
He should fight as well.
My dad said Neo should fight.
He should have a fight as well. He's old enough.
Fair enough, I think I'd watch it. Do you know when they said Neo? Do you know it's been so long since I've seen him make a public appearance, right? I thought they were talking about Keanu Reeves. I thought Keanu Reeves was gonna come up with a mic and start singing.
Yeah, I was getting his pension, man.
Oh man, the state of it, the absolute state of it. Welcome here on the live stream. Make sure you drop a like, helps the channel out. Oh man, who have you got, Tyson or Jones? Or... Oh man. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, man.
Man, this is like old people's home, man. Neo and Snoop.
No. Let's not get on to Snoop. Snoop came out and performed, bro. He done it with a joint in his hand.
Wrong, man, but why don't you give him a walking stick, man?
Michael Buffer.
2-minute rounds of heavyweight boxing, featuring two of the greatest names in the history of the sport, as Triller brings us
All right.
Tyson Jones.
I'm gonna have to do a card for this. I'm gonna have to do an actual scorecard.
Executive Officer Andy Foster.
Who knows?
The World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman, has assigned 3 former world champions to unofficially score this matchup. They are Chad Dawson, Christy Martin, and Vinny Paz, aka Vinny Pazienza. The referee in charge of the action will be Ray Corona. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the officials are ready.
Yay.
The players are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the millions tuned in watching this live, ladies and gentlemen,
Here we go.
let's get ready to rumble!
Yay! Let's get ready to rumble.
Introducing person fighting out of the black corner, wearing white and purple with gold, with official weight 210 pounds. In 75 career fights, he has 66 victories, including 47 big wins by knockout. He's recognized as one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in boxing history. From Pensacola, Florida, USA, the former middleweight world champion, former super middleweight world champion, the 2-time light heavyweight world champion, former WBO world champion.
Do you know, I think that's killed your hype. I think it's What's up, Xavier? Well done. What's up, man? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome. We're here to see the two legends, the baddest man on the planet versus Superman. Let's get on. So what happens if someone actually wins? Are they going to count on their record or?
He was universally recognized as the baddest man on the planet. From Brownsville and the Catskills and Henderson, Nevada, USA, he is from the IBF, from the International Boxing.
This is somebody's grandpa fighting.
Someone's great grandfather, man.
World champion, former undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Iron.
Man, I don't want these officials to fucking mess this up, man. How can they mess it up if Tyson's the founder of the company? You see what I'm saying? If he just wants to continue, he can just continue. All right. Let's see what happens. Jesus.
Issued the final instructions, a lot of responsibility on the shoulders of that man tonight.
Or probably, I guess, yeah, watching live.
According to Andy Foster, the executive officer of the California State Athletic Commission, these two men are to exhibit their skills. So the opening bell then.
All right, it's still going. All right.
Oh
my God.
Worthy of their legendary status.
Oh, did you see that jab from Jones?
Okay.
Okay.
Closing the distance and landing 2 shots
I love that exchange.
If it is to be an exhibition of skill, it's like Tyson bangs to the body with the right hand once again, but one of Tyson's greatest assets in his skill set was hard, accurate punching, and he's targeting the torso of Roy Jones Jr. once more.
It's gone off to a good start.
To get up on his toes and remain away from Mike Tyson as he
Look how unconventional Jones is, man. Look at that. He's doing no look punches on him. It's hilarious. Oh, man.
Let's hook Roy Jones high in the tempo. Slightly, not below him, but he definitely felt it.
He can't keep doing that. He can't keep doing no look punch. He will get caught. This is mad.
And you can see these two guys don't have the legs they once had, but they will have the hands. Jones looks to be moving around and almost taking his time with him. Tyson certainly has the intent to do that.
Jones, man, you're going to get caught if you keep doing that shit.
Much quicker than Roy Jones.
looking to use that speed. Tyson
Oh, clash of heads there. Man, Tyson don't know about no fucking exhibition bout, bruv. Tyson don't know about no exhibition, bro. We come to do a demolition job. Oh, there we go. A little head movement. Oh, man, you don't see that from the heavyweights of today, that type of head movement there. Has Tyson still got that overhand? Just that bang, just over the top.
Where's this chair, man? Give the old man the chair, man.
I think you can see that Jones Jr. is really taking some spirit of an exhibition where Tyson, I don't think he knows the meaning of the word.
Bro, these man them come out to fight, bro. They just they do their own rules, bro. We're always just gonna. It was always gonna be a thing of that we were gonna find out on the night. What are these rules? And it's happening right before our very eyes. Let's see how it goes. Who's got that then? First round.
Tyson.
I'd say Tyson. All right, second round, guys. Let's get in.
A lot has been made of the age of these two legends.
Oh, that winded him. That hurt.
Roy Jones 51 in 1944. Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight champion of the world, who claimed the title in 1908 when he beat Tommy Bones on Boxing Day in Australia. He returned to the ring in 1944.
We've had to break it up.
7 years of age.
Tyson came and ripped a body shot to the body.
Against 65-year-old Joe Jeanette. So this far from unprecedented.
Oh!
Tyson leads with a left hook once again. Roy Jones trying to get to work behind that.
Good jab from Jones.
Jab and manages to hit without reply by using good footwork.
Another jab from Jones there.
Pointed out in the first round, Andy, there are some boxers throughout the history of this great sport who you would associate.
Oh, you can see Tyson was loading up for a right hand there. Oh, got him. See, overhand, got him.
Who does have the personality to associate with an exhibition? His showcase against Antonio Inoki in Japan wound up with him having blood clots in his legs. He was kicked to pieces.
Bro, this referee ain't gonna be able to pull these two guys off each other if they just want to fight. It's better than what I expected already. Well, it's definitely a better fight than what I expected. They can still jab, they can still throw to the body.
But it's still intriguing. And what will happen when Tyson does land a clean left hook? If he does land a clean left hook.
Oh, got big left. Working inside the body. Yeah! Look, he hugged him off. He hugged him after. He couldn't help himself. Oh, man.
There are many exhibitions. Boxing issues later with many champions come back now with exhibitions. And why not? These two are great, you know, and they are legends. And for whatever reason, they feel they need to do it.
Fucking do demolition job. Look, good jab.
Beautiful left jab.
He got him back though.
From Roy Jones. That's a Roy Jones classic punch.
They traded jabs there. I think it's 2 rounds of Tyson. I'm all my mad.
Yeah, that's about it, yeah. Roy Jones needs lots to
Well, both of these men for this
Ooh! Oh, he done the switch. Did you see that? He done the switch.
outrageous imagination.
Bro, you're gonna have to do more than that, mate. This ref boy. Oh shit! Tyson's like connected. Look, man, give him the interim contract, man. Get done. No one else is available. The top 10, give him the call. Fuck it. Have the heavyweight title fight. They do all the time in the UFC. Oh, that was a bit below the belt. That.
First bit of training which generated millions of views on the internet has bumped together. But Roy Jones suffered that cut against Joe Calzaghe at Madison Square Garden, but his skin is held up here. And that generated immense interest.
You see Tyson's loading up an overhand. He's double jabbing to the body and then trying to just lamp him with one massive shot.
40 years. Such was his transcendence, not just of sport, but of popular culture.
This is the point in the fight where a lot of people think that the tide will be turned. Oh.
Tyson coming forward. Well, they're grabbing him out of hold now. It's getting a little bit sloppy. And it looks like it's Roy Jones who's initiating the clinches a lot all the time. Just like that.
Do you know that Leonard Lewis say that he done an interview with BT recently and said that Riddick Bowe wants to fight him? He said we might get it done. But what capacity is Riddick Bowe at? Is he ill?
Get Riddick Bowe fine, man. Riddick Bowe needs to go and fucking home. Guy's ill, man.
I never watched the whole video. I just saw the title because when I was looking up for tags for this live stream, I saw that he was talking about Riddick Bowe. Is it 3 rounds of Tyson? Yeah. He's hitting him like overhands, left hooks, the body and the head like. All right, so this is the point in the fight where people believe the shift will happen for Jones, in that this is where he will come on strong. I don't think Tyson's slowing down anytime soon. Oh my, bro, he's trying to level him up for a power shot, boy. Oh man, the man can move. Oh, he got hit there, Tyson. But when Jones wants to be unconventional and move like that, Tyson's like he's countering it.
Jones trying to reciprocate.
They're tired, man. Jones is blowing a bit, man.
And it's Jones really is initiating all this holding.
I got hit.
Sloppy fight. Again, remember,
Did you see that? He put his mouth on his ear. Did you see that? For a split second. He's a piss taker.
playing WBA heavyweight crown. Tyson is so much more experienced, a career long heavyweight.
Oh! Fuck, I felt that shit. I felt that shit through the TV.
He turned the tables on Jones and tried to
Wake him up, Brett. They get an old age pension and rest or something.
He cannot deal with his power. He's not really imposed himself here, Jones. In the beginning, he was showing the jab, a few straights, but
a weary-legged walk back to the corner for Roy Jones.
what do you think about that one?
Another round.
I'm giving it 4-0.
He's still got the move. He's not tired. He's not tired, man. This guy can go. He's trying fucking hard for this, man.
Come on, 2 legends, man. Let's surf up there. Come on.
Oh! Double jabbed him in the right hook into the body. Why? I'm amazed. Yeah, I'm actually amazed by this. I got him there. The problem is that Jones relies a lot on his reflexes to get out of danger, and he hasn't got. It is, yeah. They look quicker. They look quicker. I swear they look quicker than Dubois and Joyce. That was a weird fight, man. That Dubois Joyce fight. Man, look, Max, they just said, fuck this exhibition shit. We're gonna have a proper white knuckle dust up here. Oh, but Tyson's good at that. He's good at inside. Oh shit! Oh shit! That left hook. Jones is still there, man. Oh my wrecking ball, man. Just one slip at the jab at them. Bang! Oh my lord. That's quicker than Dubois and Joyce. Lord of mercy. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Jesus! No, man, he's feeling it, boy. Oh man, he's saying no. Bro, I that was a bit awkward. Is he all right? He looked like he was breathing, and he was like his head. Oh no, man. Oh, this is worrying me now, man. Jesus. He's won every round, Tyson.
wrestlers, and he's always looking to counter that jab and come back with a hook.
Jesus, that fucking double jab, man.
Tyson had that head movement with his later years when he just gave up. And just come down.
He looks more hungry. Jesus. Oh my God. I was a bit low.
The left hand to the bottom, straight low. The referee intimating that is to keep the punches up. And once again, Roy Jones preventing Mike Tyson from working away.
Man, this is good. This is good.
Former undisputed heavyweight champ through the ropes. Sneaky left hook on the
You know what they say? Hit the body and then the head will die.
by the left hand to the body, but looks to tie Tyson up once again. So Roy Jones appears to have got his second win here.
He just
Dynamic and active and
this
approaching the minute.
Jones doesn't want to push the pace whatsoever. Man, I can't wait to see what people got to say about this fight.
He's just buying some time now, Roy Jones. Tying up, bouncing now. So he's looked to get his shots up, hop, and then tie up, buying some more time.
He tried to change the angle of punches there. I don't think Jones this entire fight has landed one of those unconventional straights.
During the build-up to this contest, they revealed the names of individuals who were instrumental in their training into boxing in the first place. I'm not getting into it, just adding something to their game. For Roy Jones, the name of Charlie Campbell, a young man who said for whom he learned charisma. So we still speak to this day.
Roy could have got this one. I think he's got this round, Roy. I think he got this one. He pulled it back.
Beloved pitches, and released a fury that he didn't know existed inside. So the sixth round in the book.
Tyson, he's going to have an exhibition fight. Fuck that. Fuck all that shit.
And encouragement coming from the corner of Tyson.
Oh, he made. Oh shit, boy, that could have hurt him.
Some evasive qualities to avoid their siding hooks from Mike Tyson.
No, he's trying to say sorry.
And missed, but not in range to be able to make him pay.
I think Jones he picked that round just slightly. I think he got his jab off. Bro, that man, he's spent.
Into the seventh round then. The imagery both still and moving that accompanies the long, rich history of the sleep science, along with the purple throws of some of the sport's greatest chroniclers have seen.
Look at the head. Why does he look faster? Why does he look like his head moves faster than what he looked like when he just retired? What? Oh, he got him again, man. Tyson got him again. Do you see he moved out of every single punch and then landed his left hook off? Oh, this guy, man. The baddest man on the fucking planet. Oh man.
Shot that Mike Tyson landed. And knocked Trevor Burdick down 3 times to become the youngest heavyweight champion in history. How about the body shot?
Jones is spent, man.
Roy Jones Jr. and Virgil Hill.
Oh Jesus! It's like an explosion going off when he lands with them hooks, man, from Tyson.
Jones adopting that posture that is used to set so many traps during his fight. And really found the range in this round, seeing using the gamecock shuffle. stamping that foot like a rooster. Tyson trying to bob and weave in front of him as he bids to close the distance.
If Jones's footwork wasn't as good as it was, he'd be knocked out by now. That'd be a fact.
You can't fault them for their effort.
See the same punches that Tyson's been throwing, he would have landed about 50 significant punches on Joyce's face. Fighting the way that he's been fighting. Cutting off the ring, cutting off the angle. It's a nightmare. Do you know what? I think he could fight a professional. I don't know.
They're doing a good effort. They've shown glimpses of what, a little bit of what they could have done, fragment of what they used to do.
You got to win this fucking decision.
And they don't want to win. They don't try to win. You can see that in the corner. So they're still competitive. Might have an interest in the last round.
At this moment in time, I've given Jones 1 round.
So to the final round we go.
Jones has at maybe one occasion pushed the pace in this fight. But this is what Tyson does. He puts the fear of God in you. Just keeps coming forward with this immaculate head movement and body shots. Oh man, it's like an explosion going off, man. Oh, was man gonna kick him? What's he gonna do? He was gonna, when we gonna turn it to fucking martial arts of it, bro. Just jump up and roundhouse kick Jones in the head. Do you know what? I think he's purposely punching him in the body. Because even then, I think he could have landed a left hook on him. Good jab. I think Tyson, if he wanted to, could knock him out. I don't think he wants to knock him out though. The thing is, though, Tyson's a natural heavyweight. He's been used to getting punched like that for years.
Two legends coming together to showcase their skill in this exhibition.
Boy, I don't know what Jones got himself into, boy. Look, he survived. That's the main thing.
How did you see them both come out of this not get hurt and exercise any demons? I don't really want to see this become a recurring thing. Well, not with these two anyway, you know. It was maybe a nice one. Maybe see Tyson come back, be motivated, and in shape. From Mike Tyson's perspective, you say that this is the first event.
Oh man. That was, listen, it was more entertaining than what I thought it would be. It was, they both gave a good account of themselves.
I like the 3-minute round.
Once again, he's talked about bringing soccer players,
2.5
players, basketball players, all to put on exhibitions.
Good, it was a good bout, man. You know what? It was more entertaining. And I'm not saying this with a pinch of salt. It was more entertaining than the Dubois Joyce fight. That was a cagey ass fight, man. In it, I was so cagey.
What it's worth, the WBC Frontline Championship is being awarded by going to the scorecards, remote scorecards of Chad Dawson, Christy Martin, and Vinny Paz. Again, nice to see that show of respect between two men. And one of the best to ever do it. Wonderful sports at the Noble Art. Remember when Roy Jones fought John Ruiz, Andy, he was being talked about at that point as the best boxer of all time.
It's been a great night of sports and entertainment, courtesy of GES Boxing and Triller, with our broadcast team anchored by Mario Lopez, with UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya, sports broadcast star Marwa Nano, six-time world champion Hall of Fame
Adesanya's there, you know.
Ray Leonard, and a little help.
I
from
thought
Mr.
he was in the
Steve
commentary
Thomas.
for BT. I thought that's what got.
Pardon me, International Boxing Hall of Famer Jim Gray. And Jim Gray will be with our two superstars here in the ring in just a few moments, discussing the WBC's scoring and opinions on this fight. And we'll see how they solve. So, ladies and gentlemen, stick around. We've got more coming.
So Michael Buffer just
What was that is going on at the moment?
felt had been crucial in putting his broadcast together.
What's going on?
Just going to take another look at some of the action that took place during the course of this contest. Here's the signature move from Roy Jones, the shooting left jab and then the slip to evade the counter. Mike Tyson with success to the body. And to be fair to
Oh
Tyson,
man! Oh fuck me! Oh man! Do you know what? Yeah, I think he's got some broken ribs, guys. I think he's got some broken
Roy
ribs.
Jones on the inside did show flashes of his ring craft.
Yeah, you obviously get rusty, you lose a shot. Man.
Look at me! He's got water dripping down it.
Who won?
I don't know what they're doing. They're asking the commentators or look. Well, everyone knew who won that fight.
The whole training camp. I called you 3 times.
And there is the brain stress behind rival gloves.
Wait, what? Is he having a dispute with the ref?
Happy because he couldn't get in touch with him to get himself some rival gloves.
What?
This was from Mike's perspective.
Mike's beefing the referee, guys.
And he did look afraid when he's in the ring before the fight.
Yeah, what one, bro? What's going? Yo, come on, man. What's going on?
We're standing by with Jim Gray alongside Roy Jones Jr.
We're waiting eternity to. Oh. Okay, maybe. Okay, this is not granted. Next time you do this, have some
All
fucking
right,
judges.
Thank you very much. Well, the scorecards of this exhibition, according to the former WBC world champions, is a draw.
I.
I'm good with that. Yeah, but I'm good with a draw.
Why?
Because I entertained the crowd. The crowd was happy with it.
We'll be back to it in a second. You happy with this draw?
Yeah, no, I ain't never said if I would draw. I wear draws. I don't do draws. I like it. But the dude is so strong.
He knows he lost. Jones know he
I
lost.
understand why they say some things are bucket list. Because when he hits you, if it's his head, his punches, his body shots, don't matter. Everything hurts. For me, I thought I did enough boxing on the outside to edge it out, but I'm cool with a draw. I mean, just might try to do it again. But
You looked exhausted for a little while. Did the body shots take a toll?
the body shots definitely took a toll. The body shots are what make you exhausted.
He's holding his ribs, man. He's holding his ribs.
I might give him a 12 pack. But the 6 ain't getting me.
You came back. Said nothing. You took it. You took it. I knew I hit you with a good shot. You took it. You took it. Hey, I respect that. I respect that.
Look at the commentator shit himself.
How would you assess your performance, your stamina, and overall?
I can't, man. It's too funny.
And sometimes that 2 minutes feel like 3 minutes. And I'm just happy I got.
No, I'm not taking the piss, guys. I'm not. He's standing there and he's broken his ribs.
Well, let me ask you about your performance. What was it like for you to be in the ring as
Oh,
compared to what
man.
it was when you left as a professional?
I was very happy to be here. And
Bruv, get the man in the hospital.
Despite what everybody said, I was so happy to go to 8 rounds. Because everybody knows I can knock somebody out. And everybody knows I can go 8 rounds and 10 rounds. And that's what I'm more grateful for now than anything. And no knockers. Knockers don't mean nothing. You got to be able to go the distance. That's fighting.
Everybody has a plan until they get hit. You got hit. And how did it affect you?
I went to plan B. I hit him back.
You want to continue this now at age 51, or did you get dissatisfied at this point?
Yeah, it's hard to say. My Pensacola fans love me.
We gotta do this again.
Everybody loves Mike. I love Mike too, but you know, it's something to take the punches in from Mike. So when I go talk to my family, see how they feel about it. They thought they enjoyed what they saw. And if we want to do it again, we'll come back and do it again. But you know me, like I said, Pensacola in the house. I want to thank everybody that helped me out. Big Al, Tom, Wop, Russ, everybody on my team, Jim Foster. I mean, so many people, everybody in Pensacola in the house still. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank the whole world for tuning in, especially my Russian citizens, my Russian people. I want to say thanks to everybody who gave us the homage, sent us out the right way. And if everything goes well, like I said, and the family's cool with it, then
a lot of people were afraid, Roy, you might get hurt tonight. Were you really afraid in the back of your head that something could happen that might have put you in peril?
I didn't fight in 20 years. He only stopped fighting for 3 years. I'm afraid I might get. Why nobody care about my ass? I haven't did this in 15, 16 years. I'm not a giant. I'm a beginner.
Did he ever hurt you tonight?
Well, listen, he surprised me with the hook. He hit me with a hook. A good hook. Yes, it did hurt.
And back to the question. Were you afraid of being in peril?
man, once I go in there, it's all balls to the wall, bro. I mean, I feel the shots, and I know they're gonna hurt, and I know it could take me out. It's possible to get with the wrong one, but for me, man, I'm game. I go to the end. When I put these on, it's a wrap.
These lot are brilliant.
Yeah. These lot are more gangster than the fucking heavyweights we got now, man.
No, I'm just going to do this for chat. This is bigger than fighting for, winning the championship. We're humanitarians. We're helping people. That's bigger. I'm into that now. And I like to thank Magic Mike, Jet, Ron, all my sparring partners for kicking my ass, with me in shape. I love you guys. Can't wait to get back in the gym with you.
Mike, thank you. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to thank all my small partners as well. Everybody that contributed.
Tyson just went home.
So I had to give it to
There he is behind pointing. He's coming back.
I was my number one favorite. But Kobe and Iverson right there next, second, and third. So and the LeBron trip, everybody's good. So I just enjoy sports, man. I just thank God I was able to come out here and do what I did. Like I said, once again, Pensacola in the house, and Pensacola tell me to go back in there again. Guess what? I'm back in there again.
Thank you, Russ. Appreciate it. All right, and thanks to the Staples Center. Martin?
That wasn't true.
I'll be honest, yeah. There's not many people that I think could have taken them body shots. Near the end of the rounds, that 3-punch combination, fuck me, man.
It was fantastic, wasn't it? And we were so glad that they didn't disgrace themselves in any way, shape, or form. I think to get through the contest, how they did, I thought they did really, really well. 54 years of age. I thought Tyson actually looked more comfortable than Roy Jones did. I thought Roy Jones was struggling from fairly early on in the contest in terms of getting his breath and the fitness line, whereas this fella, he seemed to be at home with things straight away. I don't know what you thought about it, Dave, but I thought he was very, very comfortable at times there.
I was surprised
Yep.
at Mike Tyson.
Big game tomorrow, Matt. Big game.
Roll back the years. I didn't think after 15 years out of the game and all of the abuse he's dished out to himself over the years, that
Chelsea.
he could do absolutely 2 maximum rounds in him. Then we'll be
All right,
good.
and then after the game, the band will get back together and we'll discuss all things Mando.
Competitive from round 1 to the final bell. I was very surprised at how much Mike Tyson sort of rolled back the years there. And Roy Jones, it was a nice fight to see. Exactly. Two of my idols.
All right, then let's have a quick roundup of this. Look, as I said throughout the duration of the stream, I think that it was a lot better than what people thought this bout was going to be. A lot of things were up in the air as to it being an exhibition bout, but as soon as that bell rang, I think the whole element of it being an exhibition just went out of boxing fans' heads, and we just got to see a, you know, a dust up with the kitchen sink being thrown. So, you know, I saw more prowess and more boxing ability in that fight than I did in the Dubois Joyce fight. You know, and that this isn't me. Okay, there might be an element. Are they really hitting each other as hard as possible? And you also got to take into consideration that all these rounds are all 2 minutes long. So yes, there could be an air of doubt as to could Tyson or Jones go back in there with, let's say, a top 10 contender. I understand that there is that element of doubt, but from a boxing standpoint and the fundamentals of boxing, it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch. Who I thought won, I thought Tyson won. You know, but obviously that doesn't matter. They're doing it for a good cause. They're doing it for charity. You know, and God willing, they all get to go back home healthy. You know, 50-year-olds duking it out. But yeah, I enjoyed myself, guys. And guys, make sure that you're subscribed, turn your bell notifications on, and we'll be doing it again for a UFC fight night, December 12th, and then the 19th for Joshua versus Pulev. So we're doing live stream reactions for those events as well. But guys, thank you. I've been MCM. See you next video.
People challenging them and saying this is the fight you should have, and obviously